The Chicago Bears have finally announced an interview for the open defensive coordinator job. Former Bears safety Chris Harris is scheduled to come in. He also recently interviewed for the Jacksonville Jags defensive coordinator position as well. He is a former Chicago Bear who was drafted in 2005 as a 6th-round pick and was smart enough to come in and start as a rookie next to Mike Brown. He thrived in Lovie Smith's defense and was known for his hard hits and smart, instinctive play on the football field. He started 20 games over his first 2 years as a Bear and played in the 2006 Super Bowl. You should remember him intercepting Peyton Manning in that game. After his second season as a Bear and the Super Bowl loss, Jerry Angelo traded him to the Panthers. He started 44 games over 3 years with the Panthers before being traded back to the Bears again in 2010. He was a fan favorite and well respected in the locker room. After he retired from football, he came back to Chicago again. In 2013, he would get his start in coaching with the Chicago Bears as a defensive quality control coach. He spent 2 years here before moving on to coach with the Chargers, the Commanders, and Titans. Chris Harris is a well-respected defensive backs coach who looks like he should get a defensive coordinator job somewhere very soon. So why not in Chicago? He started his NFL career here, and he started his coaching career here. Wouldn't it make sense for Ryan Poles to bring in another former Bear, especially one with a bright coaching future ahead of him that actually played in this same defense that Matt Eberflus coaches? Now, I won't get ahead of myself here. It's just the first interview announced, but he is a guy I would love to see return back to Chicago. As far as the offensive coordinator search, I have my fingers crossed that we might actually hear news as soon as tomorrow. I've been feeling that way over the last few days, but with today's announcement of our first DC candidate, it kind of plays into that. It seems like the Bears might have wanted to focus on getting the OC right first, as it was the most important thing in this offseason other than what to do with the number 1 pick. But it also ties into that, and they spent the last 2 weeks really getting that right. That would make me think they've probably made their decision by now, or at least getting very close to making a decision. One interesting note, though, is that the Super Bowl isn't until February 11. If we want to hire someone like Clint Kubiak, who's on the 49ers staff, we have to wait until they are eliminated, and that could be 3 weeks from now, after the Senior Bowl and after the Shrine Game. Does Ryan Poles and company want to wait that long when guys like Shane Waldron and others are available today? It's something to think about, but it's imperative that they get this hire right. But if they have that job pretty much decided on, that would mean they would then move their attention to their defensive side of the ball, which brings us to Chris Harris. We interviewed 9 candidates for the OC job. I don't think we will interview anywhere near that many for the DC job, so Chris Harris is definitely a finalist. Stay tuned though, I do believe we will find out who our new OC is soon. Please remember to hit that like button for me, and until next time, bear down!